Christian,
There are
even the
about
well-known
20
ones.
which are well known. Yeah.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
So then Ministry of Education posts you to Nairobi.
Yes, they post me. First, they post me to TSC,
Right.
Teacher Service Commission.
Right.
Then they found I don't fit there.
Yes.
Because now I'm not Mwalimu in class.
Yes.
Then they moved me now to the headquarters.
Right.
That is for administration, Jogo House.
Right.
Yes. So
Right.
now I was dealing with that, and they had to create even a vote on behalf of me.
Yes.
Of course, later on they have some problem. They create a creative activity vote
Right.
that is now being used by music festivals,
Right.
drama,
Right.
and physical education.
Correct.
Yes. Initially, it was during those my activities that was created.
Right.
So during that time, I continued moving. But then one time I was in Eldoret.
Right.
I was called upon.
Yes.
The president, initially I was in Kisii Teachers College.
Right.
Yeah, there were a diploma college, the graduation was there, and the president was going to
Preside over
the graduation.
Right.
But again, at
Yeah.
night,
Yeah.
I was called that, hey, you are wanted in Eldoret.
Yeah.
So I had to move the whole night. I went to Eldoret, and you must be there at 6. When I reached at 6, I found the former PC, or the later Yugi,
Yeah.
and the former minister Olenti Mama,
Right.
and Nyeni. I think Mheshimiwa Nyeni is still around in
Yep.
Kisii there.
Right.
They were there.
Right.
And they said, oh, Mwalimu umekuja, that's good. The president had a function, and I have to create music there the same day.
So you arrived
he was giving title deeds
Right.
to some landowners
Right.
in Eldoret.
Right.
So I was told, now,
Yep.
this is your job, you will know how to do it.
Create a song for us.
Now we have choirs there, but
Yes.
you have to go and train them.
Right.
Combine them,
Right.
train them, so
Right.
that when it reaches 2,
Yes.
the
We
mass
have a-
choir is ready.
Right.
Not only with one song, but you know my songs were simple and very attractive.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Right.
So what you do now, you will do it, but get breakfast. So the breakfast came, but when we were almost taking our breakfast, then I had some commotion outside, as if some movements, and not commotion really,
Right.
but movement.
Right.
And Kumbe, it was the president. He had gone to supervise some of his farms in Moiben, and he
Right.
came in. And then he came in, and then he just said, Wapi, let shoes. He was very funny. He just takes shoes, and then he washes his legs there, and he puts the gum boots.
The gum boots.
And then he starts walking around, checking the waiting rooms where people who have to visit him, to see him.
Right. Right.
Then he opened, and then he saw me
Yeah.
with the PC, and I said, oh, Kijana wa Mombasa, you up? He was calling me Kijana wa Mombasa. Yes. Oh, he's doing a good job.
Yes.
He's good job. Then he decided to sit in the seat I was seated, and it was for 2 people. Then the PC gave me a signal, and I stood.
Yeah.
And he pulled me down. I said, "Hey, God!" Because his seat is also there. In all waiting rooms, there
has to be his seats.
Yeah, there are
Right.
his seats. Yeah,
Right.
but he did not go there.
Right.
So then, "You kijana anafanya kazi nzuri sana. Endelea tu."
Yeah.
Then he was, Your Excellency is coming for that program that we are having in the afternoon. Hiyo ni sawa tu.
Yeah.
Then the late Mudavadi,
Yes.
the senior.
The senior.
Yes. He said, "Oh, Your Excellency he's doing a good job, but
Right.
he has some problems with what we finance." Me, I didn't know. What problems again? They said, "What problems?" He was furious, but me also, I didn't know.
Yeah.
You know, they are saying that in the Ministry of Education is finances, that
Budget
when he
because
goes, budget, no, he's not relevant there.
Yeah.
He should be either in office of the president or in Ministry of Culture.
Yeah.
Yes, so he said, then the president, pesa ya serikali tu. Then Mudavadi said something. But Your Excellency, there is a commission that there are some people going around collecting opinions on music.
Right.
did they present the outcome to you?
Right.
Then the PC, then Yugi said, oh yeah, they are ready. Even they came to me and they said that we book Muzee for them so that they can present.
Right.
Then Mudabari, you know, he was an educationist. He said, but Your Excellency, can't we make that music commission be a department? And then these people are posted there. I said, Nayoni Sawa, Nayoni Sawa.
And that was it.
Then the following day, at Sasaba, I hear His Excellency President Daniel Arap Moi has established the Permanent Presidential Music Commission and appointed Professor Washington Umondi. He was Dr. Dr. Washington Umondi to be the head. And that's how Music Commission started to be. And therefore I was posted there. We were with him too. Then we shopped for some, because I was the one who was going all over the country.
Right.
We identified some of our prominent musicians at the moment.
Right.
Yeah, because they are doing good jobs. Like my brother Mudeni, who was from Eastern.
Right.
The current director of state functions, Mr. Njau.
Right.
He was from Central.
Yes.
We have Ruto from Rift Valley.
Right.
And Mrs. Dawai, who was from Coastal. And others, yes. So that's how we started the music
just
commission.
like that, it moved to the office of the president.
Yes. So I worked under Professor Mondi,
Right.
and then the late Professor Dr. Kaviu.
Right.
And my young people, Ngala also came. The ones I was
From
telling you. The young Ngala.
Oh, the younger, yes.
The young Ngala, who is now a professor at Kabarok University.
Right.
He is one of my students that were training, and they were even in the same group that Dr. Mutua was when I was coordinating mass choirs in Nairobi.
Right.
He came and became what? And became a director. And now they remember what I was telling them. Young people, you know, some of you will be my bosses before I retire. And here they are.
And it has come to pass.
Yes,
but
true.
they must have a lot of honor for you, because you have truly mentored
all of them. All of them.
And I think there are so many national leaders that have actually gone through your hands.
And me, the respect they give me, I even feel ashamed, because sometimes when a serious person, a high-level person, greets you and bends, I say, oh, true. I can remember one time, outgoing president.
Yes.
We were at the Nairobi Park.
Right.
And there are some elderly people.
Right.
We are seated.
Right.
Wakati ule alikuwa anachoma pembe.
Kabisa.
Yes.
Pale park.
Yes. And I was coordinating music there. I've experienced some other things.
Right.
Yes. So when the master of ceremony said, His Excellency the President, then the people stood up. And then as he walked, he saw an elderly person whom he respected seriously somewhere. And they said, oh, wait, pana, kitchen. Then you know what the old man told him? Your Excellency, I'm not standing for you as Uhuru. I am standing for the President of the Republic of Kenya. He just did this and then passed. So even this my people, my young people that I trained, some they respect me, they love me, they even send me messages, etc. And I also love them, because they don't respect me as Wasonga. Because of the contribution I did.
And we can mention some of them, Mwalimu. I think there are a couple of them that you actually talked about.
I just mentioned Dr. Mutua.
Dr. Mutua, the former governor from Machakos.
Former governor from Machakos.
He has been your vocalist.
Yes, but you know me, there were so many, because I was training almost 2,000 or 1,000. They are the ones who are telling me that, you know, I was in your choir. I was in your choir. Yes, like that one. Mr. Wamalwa, who's the minister now. Waziri. Yes, he was there. He told me I trained him somewhere. We have several people, even peers. Sawario was my immediate minister when I was in culture.
The minister, the cabinet secretary.
And so many.
I had you also mention Kipchumba Murkomen was one of them.
Yes, he also told me I trained him somewhere. All those who passed through Mass Choir.
They've all gone through your heads.
So they tell me that, Mwalimu, and they are telling me that you are handling us very well. You are not even harassing us. I didn't know, but we are with them.
It must be very proud for you to just have raised all these wonderful people.
Yes, and this is just because of peace, peace in our country. And all my music is about peace and unity and togetherness. And this one, I inherited it from my father. My father was telling me, don't call somebody with his tribe, the tribal name. But if he is bad, just call him with his name. You are bad. If he's good, qualify him with his name or her name. You are good. But not the because tribe. We human beings, we are the same. That one I experienced because I moved a lot. One, when we are in the presidential trips, because I was usually going earlier to prepare those groups, either 4 days, even sometimes a week.
And you ended up having a very good relationship with His Excellency, the late President
all of them.
He became a good friend of yours.
All of them.
President Kibaki as well, the late as well.
And Uhuru is
and
my
even
friend.
Uhuru is also your friend.
All of them.
All of them.
And all these politicians.
Yes. Both sides of the camp, whichever, they've ended up all being your great friends.
They are. When they are there, they just call him Mwalimu. Good job. Continue.
Kabisa.
God bless you.
Yes.
And I also wish you all the best. Yes. So, what I found, because besides during presidential and state functions, movements all over the country, we are also doing research in music when I was at the Presidential Music Commission, and identification of talents, and also recording of cultural heritage, and especially the musical part. And I moved all over, from coast, staying into the villages with people, gathering their music, and eating their food, and sharing. You stay with them for a week, etc. You move up to Moyale, up to where I know all the ethnic groups in Kenya. Yes. So
the richness of
diversity in food. There are even some. One time I was with the Burjis in Moyale, this other side, in Marsabit. And they have some type of food that I have never had, food that they can prepare, and it can even take 6 months without getting destroyed or spoiled.
And it is preserved and it is good to eat even 6 months later.
They just and then they dry it. So when I just crush and then you eat it, and it doesn't even get infected. So I said, hey people, and you find. So I think, oh dear, kumbe sisi wanadamu, we are just one. So to me, I'm very proud of our country.
These are some of the diversities we don't even talk about. Yet they make us such a rich people.
And this should be, especially the young people. The young people, I'm asking our young people, and I was very happy when the education system reversed to posting even teachers all over. I overheard some people opposing. I was very annoyed. If you don't, that people just teach where you are brought up, and you grow there, you teach there, you marry there, you die there. Those are the people who want us to be tribalistic, and we will destroy our country. But when you interact with other people, you will be proud of their culture, their ways of doing things, etc.
And we all get to appreciate each other much better.
I also saw something which these days, I don't know, because the government doesn't have funds, the Ministry of Social Services, Culture, etc. When I was young, my mother was a leader within the women in the village. And
was she singing, by the way?
Yes, she was a singer. A very good singer.
So you inherited some of this from her as well?
I think later on now is when I'm discovering that it came from my mother. Because she was a soloist in the village, and in the church, etc. So I was seeing one time they were invited, and they go, just a group of women from my location. They combined with others from a whole district, and they went to Muranga. And then the Muranga people also came, and they were just distributed in the village. They were just living in that. Yes, that's in 1960s, somewhere early 60s. I don't know why such like things are not going on now.
And because would exchange.
When these people go back there, you know what they will talk about this, and they will appreciate each other, and they will never hear this thing of tribalism. It is also now we are great that even according to voting now, people are running away from tribalism. They are looking at what can this person do to me?
Us. Right.
Yes,
right.
yes,
right.
which is very good. It's even, you see, the trend is very nice.
Right.
Although people are annoyed, but to me, it's very good. People electing this from this one, you don't caring about it, just because this person, I know his policies are this, I just follow that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So, and this is for the young, the youth. This thing should go on.
Right.
So that we know each place, you know, your child is posted in a school in Kitui, and he's coming from Bungoma.
Right.
Then you see the way he will talk about that, and the image and the respect.
Right.
When somebody comes from going, no, this is a human being like me. They are even better. There are even other things that they are better than us.
Correct.
We are also good in this, and they are good in this.
Correct. 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 And we keep borrowing the beautiful things around from all over the country.
And this is what has helped our country to be together.
Right.
Because otherwise, we would have been like other countries. We quarrel, and again we come together.
Correct. Correct.
When we reached the wall, we said, no, this wall is too hard.
Yes.
Let us reconcile and talk.
Right. So Mwalimu, I mean, you've been around and you've seen a bit of our elections and how the country evolves.
Yes.
Do you think we are slowly rising past that tribalism and maybe rising higher than tribalism in your view?
Of course.
Yes.
Truly.
Yeah.
Me, because I have been with this politician for long.
Yes.
And I can, in my small way, I can say I have learned a lot from them.
Right.
Our politicians.
Right.
Don't worry about what they are saying.
Right.
But there is an extent that when they see it is dangerous,
yes,
they now come back to normality.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
And that's what has saved us.
Correct.
Yes.
Right.
So, and that is now what I'm seeing, even in the change in politics in future.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Because previously it was my person.
Right.
Our people. Our people.
Right.
But now at the moment,
yes,
the young people are discovering that our people doesn't help.
Right. Right.
I usually give them my example that throughout my life, from when I started up to where I have reached,
yes,
those who have made me reach this position are not even from my community.
They're not even from you. So it's not a tribe that has gotten you here.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Because I can even remember, without mentioning names, there was a time when His Excellency the President Moi wanted to move me. He said when the music was very hot and the message, everybody liked the music. And then he said, na huyu mwalimu alitoka na ile grade ngapi huko Mombasa. Then they said it was job group H.
Yes.
During that time.
Yes.
Patia nyingine. I didn't know.
Right.
It took time.
Yes.
I didn't know completely.
Right.
But unfortunately, maybe my boss by then did not want. He just came, he was direct, but he did not want.
Right.
So later on, another officer is the one who told me, you know, the president did this.
Yes.
So when I followed, he gave me an idea of how to follow.
Yes.
When the letter again reached to him, he was not amused. He told me that, you see, Mwalimu, we know what we'll do.
Yeah.
Because even my son has masters and has not been given that. He's still in that grade. Yeah. So now what is this?
What is this about?
Yeah. His son is in different position.
Right.
So, but then another person from another
community
is the person, after 2 years, he's the one who gave me that. Because he discovered there was a mistake and the other person had gone away. And then he gave me that. Yeah, so likewise, it continues like that throughout my lifestyle. It has been like that. So this is why in all my music is talking about, you don't want a tribalism.
Yes.
You want unity, togetherness, we all belong to God, etc. Because at the end, all of us will go to our God.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. You know, Mwalimu, I want us to look ahead. You know, standing where we stand right now.
Yes.
Looking back, we have come a long way.
Yes.
And as we look forward, I think many things are changing. As you said, tribalism is reducing.
This is what my song, you know, my songs, they dwell on themes.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Like, for example, you mentioned about the development, the changes.
Right.
Yes. And for example, in Nairobi, where we are now.
Yes.
Yes. You see this place.
Yes.
Upper Hill.
Kabisa.
It was just a place for high-level people, like ambassadors, ministers, and permanent secretaries. They were the ones that are having homes here. There were homes just with the trees. There are no tall buildings like this. All through here. It was just that. Even the British Embassy, which is there, was not there before. All this was just homes for these big homes. Yes.
Big compounds.
Big compound. One person. We were big compounds. So you see, as the years go, Kenya is developing. And because I've been in Nairobi for more than 30 years, I can
you have seen this changing.
Witness this. I've seen it changing. Yes. So when you see now the city is moving this side. All over. When you see all this side going up to Keleleshwa and Ngong, those were just bushes. Trees. I think it was an extension of Nairobi, what do you call it? Ngong Forest.
The Ngong Forest, yes.
It was like that. Now all these are buildings. Oh, you see the other side, up there, the Langata side. Those were first swamps. Yes. So when we talk of heko jamhuri, Kenya yaenda mbele. Yes, we now. Yes, we use music to express, to make the young people who are not there to understand that this place was not like that. Like us, when we are being told that the central part of Nairobi, where Parliament is, was just marshes, lot of water and swamps and so on. Yes, we can't believe. But
and we have rehabilitated it.
Yes. So when we say heko jamhuri, mikoa yaenda mbele, wilaya zaenda mbele, nchi yote yaenda mbele. And it's not only happening in this part of the city. Because I moved all over the country. Yes.
It is changing all over.
It is changing all over. There were places which were just shopping centers. Now there are big places, big cities, and so on.
Big towns.
We have even industries everywhere. We have, and that's my songs. So you see that like heko jamhuri. When you go to the lyrics, one day maybe you will interview me about the song alone.
I think you prophesied.
Then we can take a whole song and you find that it is talking about a whole history. Because when you say mikoa and ame, and we don't just leave it mikoa and ame. We go physically what is happening. Then we say kweli twaenda mbio heko kote Kenya, Kenya yaenda mbele heko kote Kenya, kwa elimu twaenda mbele. We didn't have universities. How many universities we have now?
All over the place.
All over the college. And again now even to my rural area, I have a very big institution, technical institute. These are that are being built by the MPs, local MPs, and they are everywhere. Yes, the heko. And they are everywhere. So we should be proud of our country. We should not just say that nothing has happened. Yes. And one good thing is from regime to regime, we have seen great things. We should not ignore, please. Because I can remember when we were there, when I was still a student, during Kenyatta's time, we saw what was happening there. Industry were coming up from different big towns. Thika town grew from nowhere and became a very big one. Then Moi took over. We saw the roads going, penetrating all over, and now Kibaki came in, industrialization. Now we see now we even see a Gorofa road there, which we were only seeing opposite. We call it Gorofa Road.
Yes, the Gorofa Road.
The super highway there. And you find all this, you find wonderful stadiums like now what is at Uhuru Garden.
The Uhuru Garden, yes.
At Uhuru Gardens you find museums, archives, there are so many things, just things that I saw in America that now you can just go inside there and click. You want to see the history of Kenya and you are just in your desk there and you see it. This is maendeleo, this is what we want in our country. And these things are extending everywhere in the country. So what has made us to reach there is what? Peace. Peace. And that's now when we tunashangilia Kenya. Tushangilie Kenya, taifa letu tukufu, Kenya tunayoipenda daima.
But you know, Mwalimu, also, I mean, we have also seen even the role of the ladies in leadership. For example, in the just concluded elections, we have almost 7 governors. Ladies.
Yes.
All the way from Gladys Wanga to Kagwera in Meru and all of that.
Yes,
I think we are making progress as a nation.
Progress.
We have many things to be proud about.
So, Dawani, peace.
Peace.
Peace. You should not joke with it.
Right.
Nobody should tell you, noma, kuna.
No. Yes.
No, nothing like that.
Right.
It is peace.
Yes.
Peace. Let us differ, but we come together so that we build our country for the future.
Yes.
So that when we leave it, because our grandfathers, our fathers left us in peace, and that's why we are surviving. We should also do the same.
We pass peace to the next generation and continue to defend that.
Yes, we like that.
Fantastic.
Yes.
So in your view, there are many things to be proud about. We have made progress as a nation.
We can't even count.
We can't even count it.
Yes.
And so looking ahead, by the time we are getting to 2027, we will be even much further than we are now.
Yes. There are things, we can make politics out of them, but the reality is, because sometimes I also hear there was a time that there are some operations of our port being somewhere inland.
Right.
That's development.
Right.
Because, when all these containers are in Mombasa, there are a lot of accidents on the road.
Right.
But I think what is important is that people should not lose their jobs there. Yes. But if the port is operating properly, then we should have even inland ports elsewhere. Another one even in Garissa, another one in Turkana, another one here, so that we make things easy and the country develops very fast.
And we keep moving forward.
Yes, and those are all developed, and they also create jobs where they are. And it's also creating jobs for these ones. And also you find we are moving. So
as long as we have peace, Mwalimu, we continue to move.
Peace.
It's about peace and peace and peace.
Yes.
So we hold our hands together as a people. Rise above tribalism, rise above anarchy, and we build
and that's why we say Kenya yetu nchi nzuri, nchi yako nchi yangu, twaipenda daima. Wito wetu harambe ndugu, tuijenge Kenya, nchi yako nchi yangu, twaipenda daima. Tuungane ni mkono, tulijenge taifa. Wanajeshi wetu na tuilinde nchi yetu. Ndugu zetu wanajeshi, muilinde nchi yetu kwa amani daima. Musimame imara ndugu, tuilinde Kenya, nchi yako nchi yangu, twaipenda daima. Viongozi wetu wote, muwaongoze watu wetu kwa amani daima. Mmepewa uwezo ndugu kuongoza watu na kulinda haki yao kwa amani daima. Alafu tunaungana pamoja, tunajenga nchi yetu. We build our country.
Kabisa.
Yes.
And eventually the words of our national anthem come to play. Kenya is the hero.
Yes.
Heshima.
Heshima inatoka. It comes from us first.
From ourselves.
We respect ourselves.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
It's when other people also respect us.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Mwalimu, man. I mean,
and then another song.
Yes.
Which is very relevant.
Yes.
Uongozi maana yake, uongozi ndio uwezo uliopewa na watu wa kuwahudumia maslahi yao na kushughulikia maslahi yao. Uongozi watoka wapi? Uongozi watoka kwake Baba Mwenyezi Mungu, kwa wateule wake aliyewateua kuwaongoza watu kwa mapenzi yake. So when somebody becomes a leader, please don't force yourself.
Right.
If the citizens have said this is the person, tuhesabu kura, ikisema ni fulani, sasa tuungane mkono, because God has decided. You cannot be a leader. When God has said you will just be Mwalimu, you will just Mwalimu. Yes. Right. He has his own reasons.
Right.
So that's what he said. Let us all, we must also don't know, because I see maybe governors or councillors or what, that when maybe one ameshinda mwenzake, you hear them now quarreling. Don't quarrel. If the public, the citizens have decided, and we are sure they have decided, leave the person.
Right.
And we all support the leaders. And that is what? Peace. And we will bring peace. And we continue building our country.
Right.
Thank you.
Well, Mwalimu Bana, and as we walk to your office, You know, you have served this nation so diligently that some time back you retired, but they keep bringing you back in.
Yeah, they bring me from time to time.
Yes.
Maybe they have seen there is still some little contribution
When did you
I can
officially
give.
retire, by the way?
2016.
2016.
Yes.
And 6 years later, you keep coming back.
Yes, I go home.
Yes.
They call me, but also they call me when there is a historical event.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
And maybe they usually see, oh, Mwalimu has something to pass to the new generations.
Right.
And I appreciate that.
Right.
I'm still ready.
Yes.
If they need me,
yes.
If I still have strength,
right.
I'll still serve my country.
Right.
Yes.
And so every morning, and maybe we can walk towards the office, every morning as you come to office, man, what is this that is in your heart you say, I still have more to offer my people? Every year, I mean, this has been almost 6 years since you retired.
Yes.
What keeps you saying, I still want to come and serve 6 years even after?
Usually it is not me.
Yes.
Because me, when I retire, I go home.
Yes.
And even people at home know I'm at home.
Right.
I'm just contracted back here.
Right.
Yes. So, but it seems that these people in government,
yes.
they are seeing something that I can still contribute to the current generation.
Right.
Yes. So that they can make good use of it.
Absolutely.
Yes. So,
absolutely.
And I am proud of that because I appreciate that.
Yes.
You know, when retiring, and then you come back again, and now as you are contracted, you are not a full-time employee, but you are here to do it. I come in the office at certain times, and sometimes I'm in the field, etc. And when they need me, I do the job.
Wow.
Yes.
But every time you sit here, and thank you for hosting us in your office.
Welcome.
Thank you, Mwalimu. And thank you for having us in your office. Nashukuru sana.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. And you know, I ask myself, Mwalimu, as you sit and as you report to work here every day, and you look at the nation, what's your vision for the country, and what do you hope to serve towards building?
You know, the government has recognized my contribution, and that's why they spared me this office. Not really to be here all the times. Yes, but it's a consultancy office. Yes, because my job is not an everyday job. Yes. But still it is an everyday job, an every hour job, because we need to preach peace throughout. So every time I come here, I remember what the current president told me. First time when I had retired and went home, and then I was called upon one day to go and perform, just from home. So after performance, then he was looking for me. So I was somewhere, then by coincidence he saw me. When he is going around greeting people at State House. Then he called me, Mwalimu. I didn't know that he knew me because I had not interacted with him one-to-one. Then he said, where did you go? I said, I retired and went home. Then he called the current elect president, his deputy. He said, William, Mwalimu anasema ameenda nyumbani. What is he going to do at home? And his people still like his contribution. Then the president-elect said, he's going nowhere. Then I said, it is not me, it is not me. He was just saying, it is not me. You see, people still appreciate your contribution. Then it is when he directed that I brought back again on contract. And then served. Then I finished and went home again, and again I was called. So that's why now I come on, off. I'm still there. But I'm proud, especially to serve my country, because our aim, our obligation, everybody in Kenya, in any sector, any career, is to work for peace, preach peace, so that all that we want, if we don't have peace, even that development will not have it.
We actually have nothing.
That leisure will not have it.
True.
Anything, even in your village, they will know, because those who have tested chaos, they can tell you. But we don't want to reach that. And therefore, we need peace.
Right.
And if God gave me this talent,
Right.
so that it is the one that I should use
Yes.
to pass messages
Right.
to his people,
Right.
why not should I use it?
Right.
So therefore I urge our countrymen and especially the youth, because they are the owners of this country.
Right.
I can remember sometimes when I sing with them and they joke with me, and I agree with them. When I just sing to them, "Mi mine mwana Kenya daima," but then the young people say, "Sisi ni wenye Kenya daima." I said, wonderful, wonderful. Because I had one of the trainers,
Right.
and he was telling me, they are spoiling the. I said, no, they are saying fact.
Right.
They are wenye Kenya.
They are wenye
Yes,
Kenya.
they are wenye Kenya.
Right,
They are the
right.
owners of this country.
Right,
It is
right,
true.
right.
So when they are proud of their country like
Yes.
that, I don't think they will want it to go astray.
Absolutely.
They would welcome chaos.
Absolutely.
And I know our people are like that. And the young people, we want you not to be misused by
Right.
other people.
Right.
So that they give some little things.
Right.
So that we want you to vote wisely
Right.
when we are electing leaders.
Right.
Eh?
Right.
You see, every time you see what that person can give you, not the little token the person can give you tomorrow.
Right.
Because the truth of the matter is that this token somebody is giving you, he will not give you forever.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
In the morning again, you have to go and till you are dini, go for your jua kali, do
Right.
what, etc., etc.
Right.
And you will, but you can only get that when you are living peacefully.
Right.
When we have peace,
Right.
and then peace will create opportunities
Right,
for
right.
development, and then we'll have good income,
Right.
and we'll look after our families well,
Wow.
and peace will prevail,
Wow.
and we'll have a happy and great country,
Amazing.
Kenya, which is
Amazing.
respected internally
Right.
and universally.
Amazing. Wow. Amazing message. Mwalimu, I actually want you to look at that camera.
Yes.
And I want you to pass that message to Kenyans. For every Kenyan watching you right now,
Yes.
what is this message that you want to give them so that then we see our nation move from strength to strength, from here to the years to come? This is your camera right there. Please speak to Kenyans.
My dear Kenyans, and especially the youth, Kenya is a great country. Kenya is a wonderful country. Kenya is a country that is respected all over the world. And why? Because of our old people who preach peace, and that has made us live comfortably, and even the visitors, the tourists, when they come here, they feel at home. Let us keep peace. Let us avoid violence. Let us avoid tribalism. Let us avoid ethnicity. Let us avoid this one belong to this religion, etc. Because our God is just one. If we die today, you will just find the same God who is there welcoming us, whether you are a Hindu, you are a Muslim, you are a Christian, or you are a what. To our politicians, let us preach peace, and especially to the youth. Let us not say Noma, ikiwa ni Noma ni Noma, because that is not the truth about what we mean, because that is destruction. Let us preach peace. Let us help ourselves build our nation together, and especially during the time of elections like this. We know, don't worry about what politicians say when they are campaigning. They are doing their business. But now when things settle, let us forget that. Remember that we are one family, we are one nation. And never try to get things or move in ways that can bring destruction to our country. I remember, I just remind myself about what the leaders, when they meet me and they tell me about the music we sing, it brings unity. Previously, I did not know the impact, but now I know the impact. Because when we pass messages through music, it consoles people, and it passes a message that make people live together, and they live in harmony, and that one brings in peace, and peace brings development, and development brings happiness. Because when you are developed, then you can have your sukari, your unga, your meat, and then roast it. Then when I just start, which means now you can live in peace, and that is what we want. And that is what we should preach. And when we have elected leaders, let us respect them. Because it is God working through us. It is God that has given us that power to elect these people. And when we give them role responsibility, we should also respect them so that they can serve us well. And that is what we are preaching. And to the youth, keep discipline. Avoid those who are using you with giving you little tokens, and then tomorrow you will not get it, and you destroy everything. Because sometimes we find you destroying even some of your good things in the rural area, and you don't think of tomorrow. You burn a shop, you loot a shop, and then the following day you don't have anywhere to buy. You destroy a generator, or electrical generator, and then you find that now tomorrow there is no light. We'll suffer. But what impresses me to our Kenyans is that we restrain always. When we see danger, we restrain and come back and think of our country, and that is what has helped us to build our Kenya, and it is us to preserve it forever. Thank you.
I wouldn't have anything else to add to what Mwalimu has just spoken to us. He's been around a while. He has seen different transitions, and he has belted music that has kept us together. In his words, when we have peace, we are able to build our nation. In his words, when we are able to build our nations, we are able to enjoy every bit of what this beautiful nation of ours does present. And I'm so happy to hear him in his observation that we have gone beyond tribalism, and we are rising above tribalism to become one great indivisible nation of the people of Kenya. And therefore this is our nation, it is our gold mine, and we've got to keep building it, and we've got to keep nurturing it. We have to continue safeguarding our gains and our progress as we then aspire to do even a whole lot more. He reminds us that Kenya is a gold mine just the same way you equally are a gold mine, and we've got to keep working our individual greatness and our collective greatness. We've got to continue defending this nation called Kenya, because it is a place we all nurture and thrive from, my friend. What a message, what a word from a great legend who has been there tirelessly year after year, safeguarding the gains that we have made. I'm intrigued by this fact that though he has retired, the nation has continued to call him back to service. And whenever the nation has called him back, he has said, yes, sir, and I'm available to serve. We've got to keep serving until we cannot serve no more. It has been an amazing conversation with a legend himself, with greatness itself. And I want to keep reminding you that you are a gold mine, and you've got to keep working the greatness inside of you. And I want to invite you once again, keep following us on the Goldmine Show on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, and on every page. But above all, keep sharing this great message, and let's keep building this amazing nation. We can only go higher. Ndio Kenya istahili heshima. We sign out with one of these songs, because Mwalimu lazima tuimbe as we go out. Ama namna gani? Lazima tutoke na wimbo, man.
Of course.
Take it away, Mwalimu.
Kenya waka wetu ni nchi ya kupendeza, kamwe hatutaiacha
daima.
Kamwe Kenya hatutaiacha daima. Anayependa Kenya ni yule mwenye kutenda haki kwa watu wote daima, mtu mwenye kutenda haki daima. Na ukipenda Kenya ujitengane na mambo yenye kuvunja amani daima. Hatutaki matata Kenya daima, hatutaki matata Kenya daima. Wenzangu, Kenya kipenzi chetu, hatutaiacha milele daima. Wenzangu, Kenya kipenzi chetu, hatutaiacha milele daima.
God bless you. Until next time, keep being the great Goldmine. Kenya, hatutaiacha milele
daima.
Bless you.